Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it so very much. Welcome, my name is Aiden. I'm so happy that you're here. Today I have my perfume haul. I haven't done a perfume haul in the longest time. I think I did my last one when I filmed it. It was August and now it's November. So it's been a long time since I have filmed a perfume haul. I think you saw it later than when I filmed it. But in the meantime, I have picked up a few perfumes, some fragrance mists, and just some stuff here and there. Ulta, Target, not Target. Why did I say Target? I don't know. Ulta, Sephora, Macy's, a lot of TJ Maxx. I think that's what I was going for with Target. A lot of TJ Maxx and Marshalls, and also a couple that I found at Ross. So if you're interested in seeing what perfumes I picked up over the last 2.5 months, just keep watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Also, let me know what you've picked up, if you have any of these, if you were interested in any of these. Yeah, let me know. And I have to say, I don't know what I did with my perfume strips. A little unsure where they ended up between the moves. I think they might be in my travel case at home now that I'm thinking about it. But I thought they might have been here in my office, and I can't find them. So there's a couple that we're just going to spray on, maybe a strip of paper or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out as we go. We're going to start with Sephora. I'm pretty sure that's where I got this one. Sephora and Kohl's, I think, is where I got it. And it is Viktor and Rolf Flowerbomb Ruby Orchid. And the reason I got this one is because the one that I have is... I broke this guy off, and I hate that it's broken off. I love this fragrance, but I hate that it's broken off. So when this went 50% off, I was like, I'm gonna get a backup of it. So I have a nice bottle. I'm going to really work to not break this one this next time. It is a lovely fragrance. It does have a peachiness to it, and I don't know. I've just really enjoyed it over the years. One thing I also want to say is this Secret Society. I'm covering up the code in case somebody tries to use it. I don't see that on the new one, the Pretty Peony that I just got. So I don't know what's up with that. Are they discontinuing it? Do they only do it on larger bottles? Because this is a 1.7 and the other one I got was a 1. Anyway, that's my first perfume from Sephora. I also got a sample from Sephora that I'm just going to show you. It is Golden Citrus, part of the Clean Reserve H2O collection. And these are the most annoying because they're kind of a dabber. This one looks a little thick. That's interesting. But they're not sprayers. They have all these. Yeah. Anyway, so that's the sample that I got from Sephora. Let's talk Ross next. I picked up 2 things at Ross. Both of these I got with my mom on senior discount day, so I got an extra 10% off because I made her pay for them. It's not very much, don't worry. So first up, I got this set from Forever 21. It sounded interesting. This is Vanilla Sunrise, which is vanilla bean, jasmine accord, and warm amber. And I feel like I've smelled this one in stores, and I've been intrigued. And then this other one is Pink Aura, which is raspberry cherry blossom and pink sugar. These are both 0.68 ounces, and this was $7.99 for the set. So I thought that's not a bad deal. Let's give that a go. Let's open them because I haven't opened this pack yet. All right, so first up we have Vanilla Sunrise, and we'll give this one a spritz. I just tore up a Post-it note that is they're not very sticky, so they're not very good. Oh, this smells so good. I can already smell it. Nice and sweet. I wouldn't necessarily think that this is vanilla. It smells fruity to me. I like it. It's like a light, generic, fruity kind of like a pack of gummy bears. But like the Haribo ones, if that makes sense. Not the Albanese. Those have a different smell. So yeah, I like that one. And I feel like $7.99 was a good deal for those to pack. All right, let's do this one. This one is darker. This one has a little bit more presence to it. Oh, this reminds me a little bit of something. This one reminds me kind of like a Juicy Couture type thing. That might be along those lines. And then the other thing that I got was this guy, and this is the Anna Sweet Fantasia Pop, and this is the surprise one. This was $16.99. I don't know if you can see that. I wish I had bought more of these. Not that I need all that perfume, but each one is different. So there are 4 varieties that you could get, and I honestly would love to get them all, but I don't really need to spend that money, you know. Anyway, this is the one I got. I got the red horse with the pink cupcake. So there we go. That is what it looks like. And this reminds me a little bit of like Cloud Pink or Whipped Cherry from Clean Reserve. It's a little bit of a fruity, kind of reminds me of that Baccarat DNA, what I assume Baccarat smells like. I got a sample of it, but I haven't used it yet because I've been saving it for a special occasion. But this is nice and light, semi like creamy, and I like it. So I want the rest of them. If I find any more of them at Ross, if I go back and they end up having them again, I'll probably pick up a couple more because I would like to have a variety of them. I just think they'd be cute on the shelf, even if I'm not wearing them, which I know is dumb, but I love perfume bottles as well as perfume. Let's stick with some discount stores, some other things that I picked up. I picked this guy up at TJ Maxx, and I was on the fence about it. Somehow it ended up in the checkout line, and I kept smelling it. And my mom was like, oh, just get it. Give it to me. I'm going to get it for you. So that's what ended up happening with that. So I haven't sprayed it yet. I've just smelled it. Woo! Yeah, it smells so good. This is Quissa Pink from Paris Corner. And it's like an aerosol fragrance mist, a perfumed spray. I think it smells really nice. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Yara. It's slightly different than Yara, but definitely in that realm. And I felt like $7.99 wasn't too bad for it. I need to actually wear it. The sprayer scares me just a little bit though. Maybe I'll wear that today. I did not put perfume on today because I knew I was going to be filming this, and I wanted to like have as much smell available as possible, but I do really like that one. Then I picked up this one just last night from when I'm filming this. I think you're going to see this either this Friday or next Friday. And this is also from, well, this was from Marshall's. This is Nest, and it is the Seville Orange Body Mist. I really like the scent of this. I do have a sample of this. I would like to get this. And of course, all of them were open and sprayed. And there were some ladies older than me spraying like all these perfumes in the air. And then they're like, oh, come on, get in here. And I just was looking at them like, I didn't say anything, but I was like, really? You think people want you to spray their things? Like, I will go and I will take the caps off and I will smell. See if I can get a nice smell. But no, they were spraying them. Which, why? Do you want people to spray the perfumes that you're going to buy? Anyway, this one smells lovely. It's very juicy orange. I did put back the one I originally had because I picked it up. It looked like the nicest one. And as I was holding it in my hand, I could feel it leaking because somebody had like twisted the lid off. So it leaked out a little bit, and I put that one back because, yeah, I know, like, I felt bad about it, but I also was like, I didn't do this. So I did twist the lid back on tightly so that it wouldn't happen anymore. But that's the one I picked up. It smells like a bright, fruity, juicy orange, and they're changing the packaging. That's why they're on sale right now, and you can find some of them at the discounters. The other one I just picked up recently is from Sand and Fog. This is Cherry Silk. The notes on this are cherry, mandarin, coffee, jasmine, patchouli, and vanilla. This sounds like it would be a dupe for maybe Lost Cherry, but I don't feel like this is a dupe for Lost Cherry. I'm gonna pour most of that back so I don't get it dripping on me. This is definitely brighter and juicier of a cherry. It doesn't have that alcohol note to me. I'm not sure if it's like electric cherry. I can't place a cherry that it smells exactly like. It's a brighter cherry. So more like the cherry that's in the new Absolute Parfum from La Petite Robe Noire. It smells more like that in terms of the cherry note, but it doesn't smell like that overall, if that makes sense. So new cherry, I thought it would be nice to layer with, especially like whipped cherry. I think that would be a nice layering combination. Then I picked up this guy. This one, I've been sitting for a while. It's a little dusty because it's been sitting, waiting to be talked about. This is Strawberry Macaroon. This is from, I think, True Beauty. True Fragrance and Beauty, yes. And the notes on this are sweet, strawberry, peach, and sugar. I saw a lot of these actually this past week when I went to TJ Maxx and Marshalls. This was $7.99 at Marshalls, by the way. The oil was $16.99 at TJ Maxx. Yeah, very bright and fruity. Also, I should say the Nest, this was $16.99 at Marshalls. Just trying to give you all the prices. Yeah, very bright, juicy strawberry, little artificial, little bit of candied, like that sugar is definitely coming into play in there. And I am so excited to wear this finally now that it is no longer being segregated, trying to remember to film it. This guy is the other one that's been waiting, and I have worn this a couple times because this is a perfect fall scent. This is Pomme d'Amour from, what is this? This also is from True Fragrance and Beauty. That is very interesting. This is Monde Gourmand. So these are kind of like the most famous ones. But yeah, they also are doing all these other fragrances. And to me, this reminds me of Harvest Pomegranate from Bath & Body Works. So you're definitely getting an apple note in here. It's a lovely fall scent, and I would recommend it if you like Harvest Pomegranate, which they've never done in, I think they've only done it in a candle. I don't think they've even done it in like a hand soap. It smells very similar to it. I have that candle going right at the moment, and I love it. I don't have it going while we're talking, but it's one of my candles in rotation for the month. One that I asked for online because it came through. This is the new La Vie Belle Vanille Nude, and I'm very excited. I think I gave one little spritz of this, and I think this is going to be a winner. This might be one that I end up wanting to pick up eventually. So thank you, gifted by Lancome. Just the little sample. I picked up a perfume from Victoria's Secret because they were doing a flash sale and they were doing $25 for their 1.7 ounce perfumes. So I went ahead and I got the new Bombshell. This is Bombshell Soiree. And I wasn't sure what I thought about this. I saw Shaughnessy talk about it and I was like, I still don't know what I think about it. The notes on this are Jeweled Pear, Velvet Peony, and Sparkling Woods. The packaging on this is so beautiful. I love this little gold. I think that's really nice. The bottle is like ribbed on the back and on the sides as well, but in a different direction. I think the packaging this time around, just stunning. One of my favorites. I'm not as sure about the scent though. This one I got and I sprayed it on my skin and I was like, I'm not sure what I think about that. I'm still not sure what I think about this. I kind of get the pear. It has like a sickly sweetness to it that I don't love. And then I do get the woods and the peony just a little bit. I was double checking the notes on that. So it's not a love. It's definitely not a love. I feel like maybe I need to give it a full wear test and really spray it down. I don't think $25 was a bad price. I don't think they're going to do that deal again because it was like they were doing 40% off of everything on the site, and then they did this as a flash deal at nighttime, and that's when I got it. And I got a couple sweatshirts. That was my main thing that I was looking for, was those sweatshirts. I was very excited about those because they were clearance sweatshirts, so they ended up being about $19 a piece, and I was very happy about that price. So I definitely think this is one that not blind buy worthy. I feel like the summer one that I got, I felt like the same about. Definitely I would try to go in and smell them instead of picking them up blind, but you know, you live and learn. I don't think I want to return it, but we'll see. I've only got this a couple days ago, so we'll see what I end up feeling like. And the packaging is really nice with the bow and everything. Feels like it's really like a nice gift that way. Before we get to my like most exciting fragrances, the ones that I got from Ulta and from Macy's, I just want to quickly run through I got 2 things from Macy's. So these pop up on Instagram and Facebook, and I always put in my name for them, and I enjoy getting samples, getting to try some things. So some things are men's, though, not helpful. So John Veritos XX Elixir. We'll be passing that one along. Also this one. This is Dolce & Gabbana Devotion pour Homme. Not for me. This one, though, this is the new Gucci Gorgeous Gardenia Intense. Excited to try that one. Also excited about the My Devotion from Dolce & Gabbana. I smelled it, but I want to give it a chance on my skin. Then there is Paradigm from Prada. That is another men's fragrance, so we'll pass that one along. Then I have a Narciso Rodriguez for her, and this is the EDT. The second set I have here is Coach Gold, so that is one that I have been interested in trying. I also have Million Gold Elixir. I think is this for men or for women? We'll be looking that one up, double checking, because I don't, if it's a men's, definitely passing it along. This one is definitely a man's. I think 1 million, I think this is a men's, right? Oh, this is Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Beau, and this is Paradise Garden, so to go with La Belle. That one definitely will get passed along. And then I have Prada Paradox Intense. I have a couple samples of this that I should wear and really decide what I think about it. Okay, so I finally got my 2,000 points together at Ulta, and I was waiting for some sort of coupon, a 20% off, and they did a 20% off. I think it was, they were trying to like compete with Prime Days, and I was so excited because I got a couple free gifts with purchase with that. You'll see those in my next beauty haul. And I picked up one other little thing because it was a little thing that I was interested in. But the majority of my points went towards a perfume. I redeemed $125 worth of points. Plus I used that 20% off to get my Valentino Ivory. And this is Born in Roma Ivory. Why do you keep changing? Oh, my camera settings, I feel like they've gone off and I don't know what's going on. Anyway, my total was like $32 with tax and the like $4 item that I got that was 20% off too. So minus 20% off of $4. Here we go. Here it is. I don't know if you can see, but it drives me nuts. Like up here, they've been chipped a little bit. It's a very fragile bottle, I feel like. But I wasn't going to complain about that. I did complain about my foundation that was used. That was really gross. So Born in Roma Ivory, it's supposed to be, that sprayer needs to be sideways. It smells very nice. It kind of reminds me a little of the lightness of Oriana with that like marshmallow orange blossomy, floral mixture there. I do get that it is a Born in Roma. I am happy that I got it. Do I feel like it's a need? Not exactly. I feel like the hype for this one is more than maybe the fragrances. And it really irritates me that they only sell it in the giant size. Doesn't seem to be available in stores for the most part. My Macy's got like a few little samples and that's all they had to try it. So luckily I did get to smell it that way before I ordered it. But it's nice. It's one that I definitely will wear and I will enjoy, but I don't know if it's not going to be my favorite flanker. I feel like, I don't know. I like it, but I don't love it, if that makes sense. I feel like I say that a lot. All right, my last two fragrances are from Macy's. First up, she did give me 2 samples of the new Miu Miu Mutine. This one I've already used up. It was in my October samples, so I have one more to use of that. And then she made me 2 decants of fragrances I was interested in. This is the new Miss Dior, and then this is the new Kate Spade. So I need to wear both of those, but those were nice size samples that she made for me. So what did I get? I actually got the Miu Miu Mutine. I was debating when I went in there. I was kind of thinking the new Miss Dior would be what I ended up picking up, but we went through and we smelled a whole bunch of fragrances. There was so many new fragrances that I hadn't had a chance to smell yet. And we walked through them all. And then she's like, I don't know how you make up your mind after we smell all of those. And it's kind of like, well, I was like, which ones do I like? Which ones are ones that I felt like maybe more springy? I feel like this Kate Spade feels more springy, so probably wait for that one. The 2 that I was thinking of, I think I just said Miss Dior was one of them, but also the new Valentino Extra Dose. That was the other one that I was looking at. Not that it's new, but it feels like more fall-y, but I decided not to get it. But this is the one I got. Isn't it cute? Oh, I have the original of Miu Miu, and I am not a big fan of it, and the lid comes off. But this one, I like the notes better on this one. I ended up spraying some of this on me. It smells a little bit like boozy, like there's a fermented kind of note to it, which I sometimes like, because I talked about in my Zara video. I don't know if that's gone up yet or not. Maybe that's next week. That Peach Glow has like a little bit of a fermented quality to it, a little stank, and this has just a little bit of that too, but not in a peach way, in a strawberry way. And it's definitely something that I will wear. I think that this is one that I could wear to work that still like doesn't smell super seductive, if that makes sense, like, or like super sweet, and there's a good mix in here. I really like it, and I'm excited now to wear it. I'm going to wear my other sample first, though, because might as well. And then my final fragrance was the one that my mom ended up picking out, because we were trying to decide on what to get, and she loves the shoes, and so I have a shoe collection. I need to start wearing it. Like, I could probably wear nothing but Good Girl for the next 10 years, and I would probably finally run out. But this is Colormania by Caroline Herrera, Good Girl. Let me show you what the shoe looks like. So we went with this one because the bow was newer and we thought it might last a little longer. My plan is to use my Sephora Rouge Reward, if I can get one, and use it for one of the 2 shoes. And then if Ulta does a sale, maybe do 20% off and get the other shoe, or if Macy's does another sale before Christmas, pick up that the black shoe, because they're not getting the pink shoe. And blush, I love blush more than this one. But that is it for my fragrance perfume haul. Not as big as it has been in some of them, but I've been trying to be very judicious about what I get and thinking about what my choices are. If you didn't watch my Sephora haul, I did get one more perfume, and that is the Perfect Peony, or Pretty Peony, from Viktor and Rolf. That is the perfume that I picked up, and I picked up a couple of little sample sets. But I have been trying to be a little bit not buying as many perfumes, because I am not, like, I wear a perfume every day, but especially this semester with being in a shared office space with somebody who can't stand perfume, it's been a little difficult. So now I'm back and I'm planning to wear perfume. I'm getting more bold as I go throughout the semester. Anyway, I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.